Good morning, it is July 1st and I have packed up camp. I'm about to leave and hike back up to 10,000 feet, 15.8 miles to Trail Pass, and then we're going to try to go down to the campground. Not sure if I'll make it into town tonight, but we're at least going to try to get to that campground. And then I looked at far out and I'll have to get water at 1.3 and fill up because it sounds like it's dry up there. As far as water for quite a while, for like at least 10 miles, or at least 8.8. I didn't check after that. So, which if it's dry up there, that means there might not be snow melt, which means there might not be snow for a while. So I'm hoping that's the case, but we'll see. But yeah, otherwise everything's going good. Yeah, 6:10, 6:15 in the morning, and I want to get going, so I'm gonna get hiking. Also, this is where I camped last night, is over here. And then there's one other hiker that camped over there. So yeah, pretty quiet night. There's like no hikers, and it bothers me a lot because I thought there would be more groups by now trying to come through here to make it through the Forester Pass and stuff like that. But I don't know where they all are. Probably at Grumpy's. But it doesn't matter for me today because I'm going to try to start making my way down to Lone Pine. And like I said before, not too long ago, I don't know if that means I'm going to be road walking in or what, but we'll find out when we get there. And anyways, look at this beautiful. Wow, look at all the yellow flowers. They're everywhere. I think I found a new plan. Isn't that neat? So that's the mountain we hiked through yesterday. And now we're hiking uphill for quite a while. And that's the other way. I know this may seem silly, but I'm really liking how all those pine trees are on this like sheer rock cliff. Looks really neat, actually. Maybe not so much through the camera, but in my eyes looks really neat. But yeah. And then there's a lot of like rocky landscape around. I can see why the top of this isn't as snow covered because there's not as many trees and it's a lot more open to the sun. But yeah. And then we have a lot of these kind of trees up here. They're a little shorter and a little bit more squat. A lot of these trees must be really old though. But yeah, I'm gonna get hiking. Sorry, I might get a little crude here, but there's something that's been on my mind for the past couple of days. Back when I was in Idlewild and San Jacinto scared me, and when I wanted to quit in Wrightwood and all that stuff, there was a few people on my channel that were like, "You'll never make it to the Sierras," having no idea what I'm capable of. And guess what, beaches? This is dedicated to you, you a-holes. I made it to the Sierras. Look at those snowy mountains. Yeah. So yeah, before you say crap like that, maybe you should think twice. But yeah, I made it. So yeah, otherwise I'm happy. I just had to get that out of my system because it's just like, again, it's not all men, but most of the time it's men that makes those kinds of comments, and a lot of times it's men that's never done anything like this. They just sit on their butts. Or maybe they've done a little bit of hiking, but not long distance hiking. Or maybe they have and they did it like 20 years ago. Whatever. But it just annoys me sometimes because I'm just like, you don't know what that person's capable of, you know? I've already done one long distance trail. You don't, like, I know I have enough grit to do it. Yeah, stuff gets scary for me sometimes, but I know I can do it. And there's some things I just don't want to do. As much as I like those snowy mountains, I don't want to be slogging through that. No. I'd rather wait until August and come back and enjoy it a little bit better than what some other people are now. And the people that are going through now, they love that stuff. They love mountaineering. They love testing their skills and stuff. And there's so many hikers. You have no idea, like thousands of hikers that have skipped up to Chester or Old Station or Truckee or even Washington or Oregon or whatever because they don't want to slog through that stuff either, even though they're capable of doing it too. So, anyways, I'm going to get off my little soapbox. But yeah, I made it. Alright, July 1st. I'm at 735.6 and hitting a teeny bit of snow on trail here. But it's been snow-free ever since, like miles 725-ish? 726 at the latest. So yeah. But looks like a few patches I gotta get up and over. And I've heard it's pretty snow-free, this whole like section for a bit, so not too worried. But yeah, gotta go over these. And that was it. All done. The difference between yesterday and today is I had a boot pack to follow. Because there's 3 other hikers ahead of me right now. Maybe 4. But yeah, now we're back to being snow-free. That took, it wasn't even less than, it was like 50 feet. It was just like really chill. So yeah, at least for right now, the trail's back to being snow-free for a while. Alright, I'm about to show you an incredible view of the valley, Owens Valley. These rocks are super cool. Alright, all done with early lunch or late breakfast, whatever you want to call it. There's more view of Owen Valley, but I'll be at 9.9 left to go till Trail Pass turn off, and we go downhill for a little bit, and then I think we go slightly up and kind of like more on a straight shot if I remember right, but it sounds like more snow's coming, so it might take me a while to get through it. I'm hoping it's just patchy like we've been slightly going through, but yeah, and then it's like 2 miles down to the campground. There's some water crossings one of them looks a little iffy, so we'll have to see when I get down there. Cap, the guy I camped with last night, I forgot his name today, he's going down to that campground too, and then hoping to get into town tomorrow. I think that's also going to be my plan. It's just going down tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to make any attempts to go in tonight, but you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. So I'm at mile 739, and mostly the trail is clear again, but I started hitting more snow patches, so just wanted to log that for anybody that's curious. But honestly, by the time you probably see this on whoops, slipped a little bit on the last one. Probably by the time you see this on YouTube though, and if I don't get all caught up in the next few days to a week, this might be pretty much all melted out, so, but yeah, but I'm doing okay, just trying to get around some of these patches. Oh boy, hold on. Again, nothing big, nothing drastic, no spikes, no nothing like that. I don't think we're gonna get like maybe continuous snow or more significant patches until closer to Mulkey Pass anyways, and that is in, I don't know, 6 miles from here. I'm trying to remember what mile marker it is that we go down. I think it's 746, and I'm at 749, so maybe in 7 miles. I know there's water in at 741 going across the trail, 741.3, and I remember seeing a gut hook comment that continuous snow possibly doesn't start until after a few miles after that, but that comment was also almost 2 weeks old, so a lot changes very quickly, especially when we're technically in a heat wave right now. Cap said that one of his friends lives in Mojave, California, and right now it's 107 there. So yeah, and I know it doesn't always, come up. The heat doesn't always necessarily come up the mountain, but more sunshine, the longer it takes, to have exposure on snow and whatnot. It'll melt it out a lot quicker. But yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling and get back to hiking. Alright, I don't know for certain, but I'm at 739.5, and I think most of the snow patches are done, at least for a little while. I mean, that's what it seems like, but then again, I could crest this little bit of a hill and it could be more forested like it was back in here, and it could have more. But yeah, so far so good. I think I didn't check, but I think I'm like 7 something miles out from Trail Pass. So, I know I'm really close to a junction that goes down to water that's 0.4 off trail. I could hear the stream. I really could. But I don't want to go 0.4 off the trail for water when there should be a seasonal stream that's not on far out, supposedly crossing the trail at 741.3. So, but yeah, let's see. Let's walk a little bit further and see if I was right about the snow. Maybe. It just goes right into rocks. But yeah, views to my left are of course amazing as always. You can see more and more of the peaks. Yeah, again, I'm probably not going up to the snowy parts until much later in the season, but I love looking at them. Yeah, I was right. There's no snow on this side, at least not for a little while, I'd assume. So, in a little while, I mean like 0.5 to 2 miles-ish, maybe. I don't know. I'm just guessing here. All I know is it's been really, really chill with the snow in general since I started. And we're almost 40 miles in. We're almost to the turnoff for Lone Pine. But I know around the turnoff for Lone Pine, you start to go up to 12,000 feet. So then I do know for a fact the snow gets a lot more continuous, a lot more. I'm not sure about the slope, but I know it's like definitely more intense. But I guess this is good news for anybody behind me that's waiting a little bit for tramlines and whatnot, you know, like Charm and Mara and them. So, but yeah. And then part of me is also thinking too, like, do I want to do the road walk? I do, and I'm going to. But part of my brain's like, is it really the best time, like, use of my time? Or would it be better used taking the bus on Monday up to Chester, or heading towards Chester, and then starting the trail? And the only reason why I was thinking that is because if I'm going to come down and do the Sierras again, I'm going to have to connect my footsteps anyways. I think I'm going to want to come back up Trail Pass and go northbound from there. So then it's kind of like, what's the point of the road walk to Bishop? But at the same point, like, I'm not guaranteed that I'm going to be finishing this trail this year. And I think the road walk would be really cool in case I'm not able to finish. I think it'd be a really awesome experience. So I'm going to continue doing that, and then I'll just have a few extra miles in my belt. I mean, we all do extra miles here to some extent, you know, walking into town or whatever. So, like, the border's open now up in Canada, but other people in the past would have to, backtrack 30 to 60 miles just to get out from the border. So, when it was closed the past few years. Anyways, I'm going to stop rambling and I'm going to get hiking. Look over to my right and there's a little bit of water down there in that marsh. But yeah, now we're headed up slowly at the moment. It's a nice grade. I have about a little less than 3.5 to get to the top. It's a trail pass. So I hope it's kind of easy like this the whole way, but I seriously doubt because we gotta go somewhere up there. So, but yeah, doing good. Just thinking and thinking. I think what I'm gonna do is leave, in case I did say this alright, I think I'm gonna leave this up to the fate on whether or not I'm gonna road walk. Basically, I'm gonna look into local permits when I get into town, either tonight or tomorrow night, or tonight or tomorrow morning. I'm gonna do my best to look into it on my phone, and if I can get a local permit for the time I want, for the distance I want, then I will skip the road walk and I will find a way to get up to Chester or Old Station, whichever one is the most sober of the two. And then I will look into bus tickets, all that stuff, if I get that local permit. If I don't get the local permit, because I've never looked into it, if I don't get a local permit or I can't figure it out or whatever, then I will continue to do the road walk to Bishop. And then I'll take the train or bus or wherever up towards Chester or Old Station, again, whichever one's the most solo of the two, and go from there. So yeah, that's what I've been thinking about, just planning without having internet. It would make it so much easier if I had internet access, because then my mind wouldn't just like go in a circle loop of trying to fix the problem I can't fix. but yeah, those are my current thoughts as I hike up this mountain. So I went a teeny bit off trail down to these rocks so you can see this view. Isn't that pretty? Okay, almost to trail pass, like we weren't too far out. And I gotta put my phone down so I can get over this safely. Hold on. Almost there. Just like, I don't know, 200 feet or something. It's like less than 0.1. But yeah. And head down to that campground, and this was a fun little 3-day excursion, mostly snow free, and I really liked it. Hope I get to come back to Sierras again this year, but we'll see if the logistics and permits and who knows what else will work out. But for now, oh, there's a junction sign. It's time to move on to another part of the trail and head down.
I'm going down towards Horseshoe Meadow. So I'm trying to get down to Horseshoe Meadow, and this is definitely way more navigating through the snow. This is the most snow I've had this whole entire trip. We must be on the north side of the mountain or something. But yeah, part of it's like following far out, part of it's following the horses' tracks, part of it is following the trail I can see underneath the snow. Or not underneath the snow, between the snow. But yeah, thankfully it's not too... I'm sure I'll get down below the snow line eventually. But yeah, this is going to take a minute. 2.2. It's getting a little bit easier. Path is a little muddy though with all the snow melt. But yeah, just following the horse tracks as best as I can on this trail. So I think we're sort of almost there, maybe like half a mile away from the campground. From shoot, I even forgot the name of it. I'm so tired. Anyways, oh wow, look at that. But we're officially in Horseshoe Meadow right now, and oh, Cottonwood Pass Campground is the one I was thinking of. And then over to the right, we have the stream that we're gonna have to cross, I believe. It's probably the sketchiest one that we have had to do since Whitewater River, but we'll see. But yeah, that's pretty amazing over there. That's really interesting. There's other hikers ahead. There's 2 other hikers, plus Cap, who's right in front of me. And I guess they were just sitting there. Maybe they're waiting for more people to cross this. I don't know. We're about to find out though. I'm probably not going to film much of it just because it's moving kind of fast. So I think we're going where there's some logs. Alright, Cap's going to try to cross. They said it was at crotch level, which means it's going to be pretty high on me. I'm going to get really wet. Alright. Alright, I did it. It got all the way up to my shirt. Basically crotch level.
So are you going to go out tomorrow?
Like we're hiking, yeah, tomorrow and day.
But yeah, not too bad.